My two cats are gonna make me $1,450 this week. They are not influencers, they're not pet influencers. They're just in these simple videos I made for this one pet company that hired me and my cats to do these videos that they're gonna take and run as ads across social media for the next 90 days. You do not have to be a influencer. Your pets don't have to be pet influencers, but they can still help you pay your bills because of UGC. I've been talking about this forever. Oh my gosh. If you have pets, I don't care if you have dogs, cats like myself, freaking horses or whatever, you could be making money. Your pets could be paying your bills in 2025 and beyond. UGC. Did I already mention UGC? Yeah, I think it did. So if you've never heard of UGC, Pet UGC or whatever, it stands for user generated content. You get hired by these companies, like this company just hired me this week. I filmed the videos yesterday. I have to make a couple adjustments to them, but they're paying me $1,450. They were not that complicated. And my cats mostly cooperated with me. But anyways, UGC companies like pet companies, all the products you already buy your pets every single day, week, month, whatever. You should probably spend I don't know, for our two cats, we buy them wet food, dry food, treats, random toys. It's almost $100 a month, I would guess. But all these companies that you already purchase their products for your pets, they all need more social media content. In most of them at this point, the pet industry hit $147 billion or something like that, $150 billion this year. It's only expected to increase as more people start having more pets and less children, spending more on their pets, less on families and everything, as crazy as that sounds. But the pet industry is exploding. You could get paid, plus get a bunch of free products by using your pets in user-generated content. Hopefully, let me just explain this a little bit more so I'm not rambling. Okay, basically, this is how it works. You become a UGC creator, right? You're going to use your phone to film. I recommend a tripod, maybe a selfie light if you don't have really good natural lighting. But you're going to start reaching out to these brands. Create a portfolio using random products around your house. Literally the first two ever UGC video examples I made were about the cat treats I buy my two cats. And I made a whole two videos about those cat treats. I put them in a portfolio that I made on Canva within a day, and then I published that portfolio. I did a couple other videos, published that portfolio, and I started reaching out to brands. You can DM brands, you can email them. That's how I've had most of my UGC deals in the beginning. Now, because I've been showing up here, literally I've been doing this for 3 years. Been doing this 3 years, by the way, just a PS, UGC replaced my 6-figure income within 14 months. And I don't just do pet UGC, I do all sorts of UGC. You can look at my portfolio if you want. But anyways, but by the way, because emailing and DMing is so important, I actually have a free checklist if you want it. I've taught over 10,000 people how to do UGC. Tons of my students do pet UGC. Tons of them have landed UGC deals with BarkBox is a really big one that a lot of my students are keep working with BarkBox. It's crazy. But if you want to know how the heck, what to say in Instagram DMs, that's how I've landed a ton of UGC deals. And emails obviously is a huge thing you have to know if you're going to start UGC, especially with your pets. I have a free checklist in my Stan store in my profile. If you have pets and you want them to help pay your bills or just pull their weight finally around your house, do a UGC with them, get the free checklist because I walk you through steps on how to get started. So pause this video, save it here in the right hand corner, maybe send this to another person that you know that has a pet that you think would totally do this, send it to them, and then go to my profile and get my free checklist. There's been over 64,000 people that have downloaded it. Seriously, it will help you get started. No strings attached. It's $0. You can have it if you want it, just to start UGC. Also, you know what's really cool that you could do on TikTok, and I haven't done this for a long time, but I'm obsessed with doing this, is you can actually share your pet photos in the comments of this video. So if you go to the comments and you don't have to do this, like if you're not comfortable like showing off how adorable your pet is, then don't do this. But if you go to the comments of like whatever, type the comments, and it has like that little photo symbol, you can click that, and then I guarantee you probably have like what, 1 million pictures of your dog or dogs or cats or whatever. Get the cutest picture that you can find and put it in the comments so everybody can see it. Yeah, I would love to see how adorable your pet is. Okay, so pet UGC. Okay, so for example, this company that's paying me over like almost $1,500 for these 2 videos, I don't ever have to post those videos to my own social media accounts. They literally just, it's like this app company, it's like this pet app. They found me on social media, but usually it's like at the beginning you're pitching yourself to these companies, right? So anyways, they found me, they emailed me, I negotiated with them. I was like, yep, it's gonna be this much for 2 videos. You're gonna have like 90 days that you can run this as ads if they wanna, you know, if I make these 2 videos and they run it as ads and they're performing super well, which means they're probably getting like way more app downloads because of the content I created for them, they're gonna come back to me and they're like, hey, your videos are performing so well, we want to extend the usage rights, and then they'll just pay me more money and I don't have to do any extra work. So that's like how this kind of like just a little detail that you should know. But anyways, they hired me, we negotiated the rate, signed a contract, and then they gave me like a creative brief. So like usually when you get hired, like 99% of the time when these companies hire you, these pet companies or whatever kind of companies you want to work with, whenever they hire you to do UGC for them, they're going to give you a creative brief. So you're not like going into creating the content like, oh my gosh, I'm not creative, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do in these videos. They're gonna give you some direction, right? Sometimes it's a lot of direction and you literally just like read a script and they even edit the videos, or they just need random clips of you using the products. That's called B-roll. It depends on every brand deal is gonna be different, but they almost always give you some type of information, and so you're not like, oh my gosh, what do I do? You're gonna know what to do, and then you can always ask them questions too. But they'll give you a creative brief, and then like for this company, they gave me like 3 PDFs going over like different things, like what not to do, what to do, the different concepts, like ideas they had, and then I wrote 2 scripts that they had to approve. That doesn't always happen. Usually it doesn't for me, whatever reason. I usually just like come up with the script and like do the videos and everything, send it, and they approve it, or they ask for slight adjustments. But they wanted the script first, so I wrote 2 scripts. I used ChatGPT to help me write the scripts, which is something I teach inside my Ultimate UGC course because it's super helpful, especially for new UGC creators. But I wrote the scripts, I sent it to them, they approved it, and then I made the videos yesterday at my house with my 2 cats. It wasn't super complicated, honestly. It was just like a bunch of different clips. Like sometimes I would talk to the camera, sometimes I would do like, a screen recording because it's like an app. And then, I mostly just like filmed my cats playing and running around and like sitting next to me on the couch. And then I edited them inside CapCut. The only things I used literally to film is my iPhone 15 and this tripod that I have. And that's literally it. Anyways, they weren't like super complicated, but I edit inside CapCut. I sent them the 2 videos. There was a couple things that I forgot, like I was showing a logo, which you're not supposed to do, especially if they're gonna run it as ads. I was showing a logo, so I have to redo a couple things and then resend it to them. They'll approve it, they'll pay me, and then they will run them as ads. And again, I'm not posting these on my own social media account, so you do not have to be an influencer with hundreds of thousands or millions of followers or whatever, even if you have 100 followers. I literally landed my first UGC deal with like 250 followers, I think it was. I don't know. I have one of my students who's inside my Ultimate UGC course that literally pitched herself to her local pet store company, and she's gonna be doing UGC videos for them. Like, you don't have to, like, I just don't think people realize, I could go on and on about this, it's gonna cut me off in like 30 seconds, but people just don't realize, especially like pet owners who are just like consuming a bunch of content, you either think you have to be an influencer or like whatever to get these paid branded. Companies just need a crazy amount of content, especially if they're running ads. Like, not every company is gonna hire you, by the way. You're gonna get a lot of no's. Like, some companies don't have the budget, or they just want to send you free products in exchange for content. You can do that if you want to like eliminate your pet food bills and stuff, but so many companies need content. The industry is only exploding. UGC is working so well in marketing, so yeah, do pet UGC and share your cutest pet photos in the comments, please, and grab my free checklist if you